Initiates for the flame. You are now programmed to drop dem draws. Have you been maintaining your flame?
Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective, man. We got Sacred Serpent, Hood Mystic, AD will be joining us shortly. Today we're going to talk about what or who are the initiates of the flame. But before we get to that, let me intro my co-host, Sacred Serpent, bro. What's going on with your mind?
What's good, big bro? Ain't nothing, We got up today and decided to do something masterful, and yeah, now it's coming to fruition. So this is something we manifested. So let's get to it.
Yes, man. First off, let's talk about cultivate.com.co. What's that about?
Oh man, come and cultivate with us because we would love to cultivate with you. Everything that we do is about spiritual development. We care about your spiritual development, and everything that's on this site is going to be geared towards enhancing one's spiritual development. So come and check us out. We're not trying to pull any legs to make anybody do anything, but I guarantee you this site and what we're creating here on this site is something that everybody's going to want to be a part of, and I'm very proud of it.
Type shit, man. What's going on the site? What you got on the site that people would be interested in the moment? Like, what's some good discounts and deals?
Well, all readings on the site, we do offer tarot card pulls, we do offer natal chart readings, and we do offer moon readings with AD. All readings on the site are half off. All spiritual teas on the site, you buy one, you get the second one 30% off. We have moon bands that are spiritually ritualized. All of them have been Reiki'd, and I have done my own rituals on all of the bands personally. So, and we got an aromatherapy section that's out of this world. Yeah, you want those good smells in your home. You know how important it is for you to have some good smelling essences going on when you're doing your altar work and when you're doing your meditations. And who doesn't want to wake up to a good smelling home or come home to a good smelling home? So that's just the start. We're going to keep putting more stuff in there as we go day by day. But right now, yeah, you can come down and there's definitely something there for you. I promise.
Type shit, man. Uh, I like the site. I like what you got going. I want to see it grow and develop. But in reference into growing and developing some shit, gotta stay consistent, gotta stay with the content. And today I wanted to do a video. Well, we wanted to do a video where we just outlining the initiates of the flame, and we got some new software we want to show to people and kind of really do a live visual presentation, see how this thing goes. So if y'all like the presentation, put some thumbs up in the chat, put some ones in the chat rather, like the video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. But yeah, let's just get into the conversation. Now, before we get into it, how do you feel in reference to the flame? Like, what's your initial concept or feelings towards the flame? Like, what did the flame mean to you?
Well, the flame to me is synonymous to the soul. And so I think we go through an extensive period in our lives in which we have very little information or wherewithal to understand that the most important part about us is the soul. And so when this concept was brought to the forefront of the collective and we wanted to initially read the book, go through the book and break the book down, the book made sense because we had already formed our own alliance named Maidens of the Flame or Maidens for. Now, the maiden of the flame concept came from the goddess Bridget, who we are continuing to work with right now. She's on the home page of the cultivate.com.co site. That is the first blue flame picture you see. It's a picture of the goddess Bridget, who is also the goddess of nature. And that connected and correlated with me when we were talking about the whole idea of protecting the flame. We talked about semen retention. We talked about protecting ourselves from giving up our God force energy for anything and everything just because, like it's easy to want to do the sex thing. It's easy to want to go out there and get girls. And I mean, who doesn't want to get girls, right? But this was about discipline. This was about structure. This was about honing our spiritual development, having a place where we could cultivate our spiritual development. And that's what the flame means to me. It's about protecting that. It's about ensuring and protecting the flame as at all across the board as far as it goes to all four of the initiates. And that's what I'm all about. I'm on these brothers every single day, and these brothers are on me every single day. So
Pause.
Big pause. So
Pause.
the flame,
Nasty work right there.
nasty work right there. So the flame really is just about protecting that essence, protecting the soul, and ensuring that the soul has its space to grow and live.
Right. And in this world, and in this climate, it seems as though the concept of the flame, whether you're talking about sexual energy or dealing with your soul, is under attack. Whether it's the algorithm, whether it's your family members, whether it's, just people you come in contact with, they see your light and they want to, somewhat attack it or dumb it down. Do you feel like this conversation is even important based on what's going on in the world? And if so, why?
I feel like this is the only conversation. We started a campaign a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to keep hammering this thing home. It's not about shame, but casual sex is demonic. So you don't have a partner. You're out there just going for random partners, serial dating, doing whatever, spilling your seed indiscriminately, not caring who has it, who gets to feel it. Like all of those things matter. And as far as we're concerned, if it's not about that perfect union, if it's not about that completion with another being that is going to make you whole as one, then the seed doesn't need to be spilled. We've had that fun already. We've ran the streets. We've been young dudes, Pauls doing all kinds of crazy shit, debaucherous shit in the street. And now we're on the other side of that coin. At least I know I am. I know these brothers are. So the conversation is necessary because how many people are telling you not to go out there and have sex? How many people are telling you that all of this sex that you're having is actually the problem in your life? How many people are not telling you or are telling you that, hey, maybe you need to do some shadow work. Maybe you need to understand what that God force energy is about. Maybe you need to understand what you're actually capable of instead of giving away some of the things that you don't even know actually exist. So I think this is the only conversation that matters as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. And that's good because we can relate it all to what we're talking about, whether it's spiritual development and sex. It's like trying to sell me an ice cream cone and you ain't got no ice and you ain't got no cream. You just giving me a cone and saying, enjoy it. That's what spirituality is without sex.
Mm-hmm.
One's in the chat if you can't enjoy ice cream without actual ice cream. So understanding spirituality means that you can't even understand and understand and enjoy the concepts or the fruit of spirituality because your base nature is tied into too many women or too many men. And if y'all need to pause that, y'all gonna have to pause that on your own. AD, man.
What's up?
How do you feel about the flame? What does it mean to you? What does it represent to you? And would you have an ice cream cone without no ice cream? Yes or no?
No, I need ice cream from my ice cream cone. Unless somehow somebody sold it to me in a bowl, but you gotta make sure you got options too. Like, what if someone don't want the ice cream cone? They want it in the bowl with sprinkles.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
know,
have the ice cream,
so
regardless
that's
of
how
whether you want it.
and like the way I see the flame, everyone has a spark of life in them. It's like realizing that we all are cups and we all have our own, we all have water inside of us. The water is source and we all are cups, different sizes, different colors. So the flame is like using it as a constant meditation. You could, like it's an element and there's four elements, but there's really five, counting the ether, the soul, and the flame is one of the purest. So I just feel like this flame embodies a symbol of purification that starts with you on your spiritual journey. Because it's like you gotta like bring shit to the fire that don't serve the new you, the new you that comes from this ash, this flame that you burn. You know what I'm saying? We gotta think like X-Men. What happened to Jean? She got hit with that flame, with that phoenix, and she became a new woman, a new goddess, so powerful. Like no one couldn't even fuck with her. They was too scared of her. So that's how you gotta think about your flame when you ready to step into it. We are initiates.
It's like a superpower. So initiating you into your superpower.
That's hard, bro. It's a beautiful thing, the flame gonna hurt when you get in that fire. It's gonna burn, but when you get used to that heat, it's like you always want to stay hot. Like Serpent was talking about, it's gonna get cold. I'm like, nah, man, it's gonna be hot still. Because I got that flame on me.
That flame.
That flame on me.
Got that flame on you. So let's get into this presentation. If it's any videos y'all want to bring up, y'all can present them and I'll cut screen to y'all video. Any like things come to mind y'all want to alert the people to, but we'll just get into the presentation. My bad. Gotta get the salad dressing. Can't have salad without salad dressing unless you're a fucking alien. Write in the chat if you need salad dressing for a damn salad. You feel me? Like twos if you eat salad, raw salad without salad dressing. I'm blocking you instantly. So you might want to keep that to yourself, bro. Don't nobody want to talk and deal with no niggas that's just like, can I have a raw salad, please? I just need lettuce, tomatoes, and onions, please. That's all I need. Any Italian? No dressing whatsoever. I like my salads raw. You are a fucking alien, bro. You need help, man.
Niggas say you are a fucking alien.
God, if I find out y'all niggas like salads without dressing, man, you can't be cool. Like you would do anything, bro. Imagine how hungry.
So we can't be cool.
I've never been that hungry, man. To a salad without no dressing, I'd just be like, damn. Nigga starve, bro. I just gotta starve, bro.
I'm not hungry today. Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind.
I'm fasting. I'm fasting. All right. So the initiates of the flame, guardians of the divine fire. We want to welcome all the seekers of truth. We are the initiates of the flame, -1. Shout out to Jabri. Guardians of ancient wisdom. Our symbol is the eternal flame, representing the divine spark within all beings. We have a 8-slide presentation where we're going to go on a journey and we're going to enlighten, talk about some information that you know, possibly some information that you don't know. And the information that you don't know that resonate with you, this is what we call spiritual enlightenment. Every day you should be trying to learn new information about life and mainly about yourself. See, the thing of it is that we think we know everything about ourselves, but this journey, this life should teach you that you don't know shit. So the source material we're pulling from is Manly P. Hawes, The Initiates of the Flame. That link is in the description. Get that book. You can probably find the PDF online for free. If you got another phone or you watching this on your flat screen, take your phone, take a picture of our QR code, join the Discord, right? Join the Discord because we about to open up a mastermind group. When we open it up, the first 5 members is free. And the more people that join, the more the price increase. And I'm just saying it now because when you join now, you join it for free. But the mastermind is to help us all get better at business and get better at life and get better at spiritual development. But the reason that we have to charge is because we only looking for serious people. And when it's free, it can't never be serious if it's free, even if you really care about it. Not like we trying to charge, but we just trying to make it serious. So join us on the Discord. And once again, the Discord is great when you are active, when you are communicating. We got some rooms, some music rooms. You can share music, you can share reels, you can have conversations, epiphanies, breakthroughs. So you just ain't all up in your room, all up in your head. One's in the chat. If spiritual people say they don't never got nobody to talk to, well, now you do. Join the Discord. The link is in the description or flash the QR code. Do y'all got anything to say on
Yeah,
the Discord
with,
that I missed out on?
yeah, with the whole thing, like with the Mastermind group, and even like if you don't join and you join the Discord and you want to conversate with people, it's like ain't nobody gonna be hating if you just want to talk in there like, hey, what's up? Like I did this today, dude. Like that's the point. You know what I'm saying? We have multiple rooms. If you're a person where you like, I don't want to kick this shit, I want to talk some heat, you know, go ahead, join the mastermind group. If you want to still converse, share knowledge, share information, share your spiritual insights, join the initiatives group. It's a lot of groups in there. Watch parties. We got reels. Like if you're a content creator and you join a group, don't be shy to share your shit too. Like that's the point. Like we want to get in tune and watch it as well and like see what you promoted. Because like the Discord is about building a community. We all might be close to each other, we all might be far, but it's like imagine if you got all these ideas and you don't have a team. The Discord is there to build. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Because I remember when I got into this stuff, I didn't really have no people to chop up to until I got into the mystery school. And then it just expands from there. So just got to put the work in, fam.
Yeah, if you I say, brother, if you know anything about me, you know I'm all about cooperation and not competition. So as far as I'm concerned, my whole objective behind the Discord is to build an unrelenting, unbeatable pause collective, right? Like I want to create a space where we all can come and barter our services to build each other up, to build one another up, and maybe one day form like Voltron. You dig me? Because like I'm tired of being out here on this fake ass independent track. That shit don't go nowhere. Be out here like Silver Surfer and shit by yourself, So let's form like Voltron and let's make something happen.
Yeah, that form like Voltron really kind of be hard for people is because it's like, if you even watch the beginning of the show, they didn't even really know each other at first. They just came together and started making stuff happen. You have to build that camaraderie and team trust. Like I've been on a lot of grappling teams and sports teams, and like if you didn't have no camaraderie, you as an individual is gonna have a hard time. Like really trying to shine and show your creativity and your work to the team, because you're gonna feel, I don't know if I want to say this, or I don't know if I'm we crack jokes over here. We laugh. We get on each other's ass. Pause. So
Yes. Join the Discord till the wheels fall off. Every video. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Hey guys, what did I just say? I forgot what I just said.
Join
The
Discord.
Discord.
Join the Discord. Right. So we're here to talk about the nature of the flame. But when you talk about it, it might seem like so abstract and so spiritual, but even fire within itself is just like that, right? Like, what is fire? You ever just really think about it? Like, what is fire? Is fire the same thing as like my cup of water, my house? Like, it's in the same world, but it's a whole different element. It's a whole different thing. But what does it do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it do? So when you look at visible fire, you can also understand astral fire and divine fire. The visible fire, you had a bonfire, is going to emit heat, right? If you want to heat up your house, the boiler, that's fire that's heating up your whole house, right? If you want to, back in the day, they had gas lights. So gas light, the fire create a light and it create a heat. But then it's the astral fire. What is that? That's like passion, right? That's not the same fire as the bonfire, but the nature of that passion, like when you so in love, when the booty is big, you feel like when the booty is fat and she like you, that's different. Like that's passion. Like you doing things you would normally do. But even deeper is that divine fire. See, most people don't understand this. Without the divine fire, we don't even live. Like, when somebody transition and they touch the body, what they say, the body is cold.
Mm-hmm.
The body
isn't there a quote in the Bible saying that we're surrounded by a living fire? Like that made me think about that. Being surrounded by a living fire, and it's that living fire is basically hydrogen, and then like the scientific term.
Well, Zechariah 2:5 says, I myself will be a wall of fire around it, declares the Lord, and I will be its glory within. See, that's deep right there. Let's see what the King James. For I say, if the Lord will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. So, what that makes me think about? That makes me think about y'all know what the Taurus field is? Like electromagnetic energy, how like how in and around you is energy, like this shit right here.
Oh yeah.
The toroidal field,
Mm-hmm.
electromagnetic energy. So it's like when you understand the fire within, you also emit that fire, but that fire that you emit is how you have your way in life for real. What y'all think about that?
I fuck with that. Because it's like when you think about that too, it has you aware of yourself and your present thought. Because even in the book Joe Dispenza Becoming Supernatural, they talk about that, which is called heart radiance. So like being aware, like even in Egyptian lore, right? They try to tell you about your heart being lighter than a feather. So it's just like when you think about this pain and trauma that's been caused to your heart, or the things that you keep close to your heart, or the sin and guilt that's in your mind, you create that in an electromagnetic frequency. So I feel like understanding that will have you like chill out about thinking certain stuff. Because you might be carrying your weight driving across the road thinking, I might get pulled over, I'm gonna get pulled over. But then boy, you get pulled over. And somehow they had a dog in the back. Heart racing. But if you think in your head, oh no, I ain't gonna get pulled over. I got this dream catcher in here.
Mm-hmm.
All these negative thoughts will go away. then your frequency is gonna be different. It's all about your thought, your perspectives, and your magic.
I think like that is so. That's one of the parts that's like so overlooked for real. Like what you just said, it could be in one ear, not the other, because people actually think like they validated and they negative feelings for real. Like they can just feel bad and
Right.
it's going to work out for them. You know what I mean? Like if we want to create titles and words, like I would look at the ether fire being or the astro fire being the astro fire, because the astro fire it exists in the astro realm. I would look at ether being like a real thing, like a real element in the real world, you know. But like once again, what makes you fall in love with a person? Would that be ether or the astro fire? You ain't never heard nobody say like, oh, um, the ether. I had so much ether inside of my heart for you. You ever heard that shit, AD?
No.
Have you ever heard the fire? I had so much passion burning for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you say that's two different things. You feel me? Like, so sometimes things can be corresponded and correlated to, but in this instance, I think like we got to stay focused on the flame. We got to understand that when we transition, it is the flame that leaves us. And while we alive, it is the flame that sustains us on multiple levels. Without fire on earth, we would cease to exist as humans.
Mm-hmm.
Without astro fire, we wouldn't even be interested in shit. We would just be animals for real. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like an animal don't have fire. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you think about that too, when we really speak about Kabbalah and we speaking about the word Atus, wands, fire, this is where a lot of like strong ideas come from. This is the world of like, literally like is flame of thought, like the idea of the ones is like is burning up. So it's just like when you think about it, that eternal flame is everything.
Mm.
Like it gives you your purpose.
Mm.
When you really like get a candle and you just sit in the flame, or if you just sitting by, you ever know why there's stories at a campfire? Like
Right.
you sit around a campfire, for some reason somebody telling you the most deepest shit.
Right.
Or the most spiritual rituals happen at a campfire.
Ancestral downloads. It's all at the like ghost stories. It's all even mythology. It's all transmitted through fire, campfire. Like before TV, it was all campfire, right? You know what I'm saying? That's all we had. And now when you look at a TV is basically a digital campfire.
Mm.
We all get around and we hear the spiritual stories. And we all say, oh, you see that movie Deliverance? And it's always the spiritual shit that get people to talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we used to. That is our nature. That's kind of our history. So yeah, I think it's so deep when you actually start to really think about it and understand it. And it can tie into so many different things in reference to ritual and magic. One of the major points that we stated earlier when we talking about the divine fire is that the body is the sacred temple to the soul. So that could be a catchphrase, some shit that we just saying, but at the same time, when you purify your mind and you purify your body, all that is left is the soul. That's why in every major religion, there is some form of a purification ritual or understanding, because the ancients knew and religious leaders knew that in order for you to get in contact with your soul, or with God is through a purified mind. So, AD, what do that mean for a middle 20-year-old guy, to have a purified mind? Is that easy or hard to do?
AD is off the panel, big dog.
Okay. He in the back room.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I thought your ass was off the pedal.
I just went to put the food out.
Well, either one of y'all, what do it mean to have a purified mind?
So let me handle this, because this is really for us young niggas, man. When your mind is purified, you know what you're not thinking about? You think about when a woman walk past you, you're not thinking about fucking her. You just see it for her. When your mind purified, you wake up and you think about your goals and God. But most of the time when we wake up, we don't know how to use our phallus right. So we touch it in the wrong ways when we wake up. You want to come in with the alley-oop, serpent?
Big pause. Absolutely. After I say big pause. Purified mind means free of any distractions. And I know that sounds easy, but it's extremely difficult and complicated when you got so many things you have to do. You have so many hours at work you got to put in. There's so much money you need to spend to do a particular thing, or, for you to exist in these socialite circles that you guys run around in. There's so much that you could be doing. But then when you're talking about a purified mind, none of that shit even matters. It's your purpose. It's God. It's your purpose. And then everything else falls by the wayside. Nothing else matters. And if anything, it's a signal to say, in my humble opinion, get light so you can receive light, right? You got to drop off some of that shit. You got to drop off a lot of that shit that you have in your existence right now that doesn't matter, that doesn't serve you. You have to drop off a lot of things.
Polio for a while was supposedly like months was going.
Hold on, please.
Type shit, man. Serpent about to lay the smack down on somebody. But another concept that I want to talk about is the fact that
My fault.
No, you good. The body is not a device for personal pleasure and to enjoy the physical realm. The body is actually the house for the flame or the soul. What does that look like, and what does that feel like in this world today? Like, what is that, bro? Like, because I can say it, but then I can also look at Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, all of these particular, female rappers, for lack of better words, talk about they pussy, this, that, and the third. And then the male rappers gonna fuck your baby mama. I don't even want to tell niggas who my baby mama is, because I don't want you. They always gonna fuck your girl. Why, bro? Like, why you always want to, like, bro? That's my girl. Why you want to fuck her? But anyways, that's a trigger moment. I triggered myself. My girl fucked Max B in like 2004, man. I still ain't got over it, man. It's still triggering me, bro. Like, I'm like, what you doing with Max B and them? Oh, nothing. They was just dancing. We was just drinking, having fun. You mean to tell me you ain't give Max B, the Wave God, no box? Girl, come on, man. You just chilling with Max B in the hotel room, and I ain't see you till 11 o'clock the next afternoon.
Anyway. That nigga said, I'm triggered.
Serge, man, he out in Boston, man. You know them hoes. I was living out in Boston at them times, man. Them hoes love Max B, bro. You mean to tell me you just hanged out with the crew?
With the wave god?
With the wave god in his prime?
Time out. I got a man.
Yeah. I got my boyfriend is at home living with his mama. I'ma hold it down. Man.
Hey, what your guy in there was saying? Snapchat me that pussy.
Yo.
That's what's going on.
Oh, I'm so
If
done
it's
with y'all.
cool.
I'm so done with y'all.
He said, "Boy, my being popping."
Oh, that's heartbreaking, bro. Like that's the kind of shit that break your heart, bro.
And then plus, like with the whole Glorilla thing, that girl talking about, you like my music? Like what? Music?
Nah.
I don't even get the song.
You're out of pocket. That's out of pocket. Nah, I'm not.
They were just on like I feel like seeing the body as a temple is it's kind of overlooked because we don't really respect our bodies in a way. We just we treat it like a prison, even though we don't see it as a prison. And to see your body as a prison is like a spiritual thing for because that's what they talk about in a lot of Gnostic scripts, Christian scripts. Hell, is where the devil is put, placed in the body. In a way, Lucifer was, rebelling and saving us in a way. It's like the Prometheus story. So for the people who hate their body and don't know about their body, I feel like that's a whole spirit and a spell within itself.
Absolutely, it is.
And if you want to understand spirits and curses, you should go check out our last video, understanding spells and possessions, so you can learn how to fend against them and really understand how people are being possessed nowadays.
Yeah, man. And I was just saying that to say, like, do y'all really feel like people view their body as a temple of the soul, or is it just they getting their shit off while they here?
Just getting their shit off while they're here.
Yeah, because even if you find people that do take it serious, people just gonna find ways to hate on them.
And if you really care, there's no way that you would abuse your body that way. And I'm not even talking about with drugs and personal addictive vices. Like,
this shit can go so many different ways. It can go with the food, air, everything, bro.
Yeah.
It can go so many ways.
Yeah, like you could actually be breathing in the wrong fucking air every fucking day. Like, it's so many different things. Drinking the wrong water. Like, it's so many different fucking things.
Like what happened when they had us wearing those masks? Everybody got shit in their lungs now from that shit.
Crazy. Yeah, to abuse your sexual organs. Oh yeah, that is the ultimate as far as I'm concerned. Because you haven't even. Would you guys both agree that the majority of people don't even know everything that they have with their sexual organs?
Yeah, I don't think people understand the power that they have through the energy of sex. Because when we talking about this, like, we could talk about it, but I know for a fact, once I stopped thinking about who I was as Kyrie Anthony, and I just started to like really understand who I was as a spiritual being, my life changed. So, like, I can hold on to shit or I can let shit go. I'm good at just letting it go and like really understanding this shit. And where I fucked up at was the sex piece. You know what I'm saying? Even as conscious as I thought I was, I still didn't have consciousness in my penis. So now at this age, I understand the power of it all. So I'm not even thinking about just fucking a girl. Like, for just like, no. I mean, it's a couple out there. I ain't gonna yeah, man, I ain't no goddamn paint now. Some of y'all know what y'all be doing.
If she show up in your DMs, big bro.
Listen. I can make some arrangements. I'm just being honest. Like, we supposed to be honest on this podcast.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Nah, for real, man.
That's
Like,
a
for real.
fact.
Because, like, one thing people don't talk about is, like, you know, they'll be up here talking. Like, I was watching the show Chicago. Old dude was like, yeah, man, I saw how you was, you know, getting us right about the not letting your seed go and quit fucking these girls, man. I was right on, bro. Your meal on me today. Next thing, this shorty that he was messing with came in and exposed him, like, oh, you gonna give us some food? Yeah, come on, get us some food. And he like, all right, go back in the car, go back in the car. Why you acting like that? We just fucking shit, do it. Oh, dude, like, really, bro? Like, really, bro? Like, you doing? So it's just like, you better off being honest and letting people know you're trying instead of just fronting like you already doing it. Because honestly, let's say you started your own channel, your own panel, and you saying we should stop doing this and do this, and you still dealing with it, you know, be honest about it. People gonna love and respect you for it and want to build and grow with you. Like, yeah, bro, like, you know, I'm done buying pussy. You know, I just bought it yesterday, but I'm done. You know, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. You know, I was reading Atomic Habits. They was talking about, you know, until you declare yourself who you want to be, you won't be that person. So if you say, yeah, I'm trying to stop eating meat, nah, you got to be like, I'm done eating meat. Yeah, bro, I don't eat meat no more. You know, when you see that baddie at the bank, you got to be like, yeah, no, I don't do that. You know, I've been doing this shit for 7 years.
What I tell people is, if you want to eat meat, eat that shit. Eat it till you get sick of it. Because if you don't get sick of it, you're going to feel like, damn, I'm stopping eating meat, but I really feel like I ain't reached my prime yet. I want to fucking, you know, whatever. So it's like, I don't be talking about eating meat because I really want to eat meat, and I'm just like fronting. I just don't want it. So it'd be like, I came to that conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stopped motherfucking fucking with $40 hoes. I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Till I know, like, all right, I'm done with the $40 hoes. Like, that's too much. Like, it's getting too bad out here, you know.
Yeah, I got a bad reputation for circling the block. Like, you know, I get on my self-righteous shit, and then, you know, that old thing will call me back and shit. And, you know, I'll be on some, nah, I'm saving my seed until I can't save it no more. You know what I'm saying? Until that really toxic John is in the phone, you know, and she's sending you a picture of that thing winking at you, and you just like, yeah, I could start tomorrow. I'm just saying, like,
I'm already exposed to the
like, I already know what I need to do for tomorrow. I got my goals laid out. I know when I wake up tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know.
like, nah, I think no cap. I think my biggest issue is the fact that I always was told that I was really good at it. So, like, I don't know how much of it was the truth or how much it was of people just telling me what they thought I wanted to hear. Regardless, I took it all and I put it in my purse and I kept it close to me. And as far as I'm concerned, it's true. So because I'm pretty good at it, every now and again, I just want to see if I'm still good at it. So, yeah. But I digress.
Yeah, it is like, see, earlier when I had said it's about walking towards that flame. See, so there's a type of purification, right, ritual you can do. You can write on all the things that you want to get rid of, right, whatever, old habits, whatever, right? And do it on the time of a new moon too. You know, really set it, or certain moon phases you can look into. But get a cauldron, right? Get you some charcoal, light you your flame, or start a fire in your cauldron, and then burn up that letter that you have. Work with it, do breathing practices, let it go, stir into that flame, and let the new image of you come to you. And I promise you, as you work and integrate, it will pass and trust gone. But you have to attack it though. You just can't throw it in the flame. Yeah, this cool. No, like you gotta really be on some high level depth shit. So if you go to the Substack, Ra, he be on it, man. Like, y'all don't understand his work ethic. He wrote an article about ritual magic. So if you read that article, I know a few you subscribed. Read that article and understand how ritual magic works. You playing with energy for sure, you dealing with it, but at the same time, you still need the front action that you got to do. It's like studying for a test. You know, even though you did the magic to get this A and your teacher gonna give you extra points, you still gotta show up and study. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I put a spell on the mats. You know, I put a symbol here, a symbol there. I find a way to sneak inside the building, put a symbol under the mat. Well, if I don't train and do the cardio work and help sell the belief, I'm going to lose the match. Then I'm gonna look at those reachers like, man, I was supposed to choke dude out. Like, no, that nigga wake up 3 in the morning, AD, and he go run. I told you I was gonna wake up at 1:30. So, you know, that's how it works. You know, I remember praying for so much back then. And until I started doing the actual works of the prayers, I realized it started really coming in. So it just, you know, yeah, you can do a spell and boom, I just got the job. But at the same time, you apply for it. You knew somebody there. You know, you even got a tarot reading on there. And they probably pull like a court card saying, like, yeah, some nigga in this group, you know, gonna help you out, get you the job. So, but I digress, fam, because I want you to really be about the work. And being about the work is just trusting yourself and being sincere.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Soon, what's it called? I can't remember the word. Oh yeah, Cauldron soon coming to cultivate.co, but you can get you a diffuser and activate aromatherapy within your room and cultivate that practice. You know what I'm saying? So you can go ahead, get on the site, and your first order, you get $10 off. So go ahead, check that out, y'all. Because I always stay with aromatherapy. Even if I ate something I shouldn't and I get a little congested, that aromatherapy keep me awake, keep me right. I'll go to the gym one day, they be like, dang, you was just congested there earlier. Y'all know you moving like you was never sick. I was like, oh man, yeah. You know, it's just all these incense and diffusers. They get to laugh, and I'm like, all right, nigga. Sure. What do you think about the divine presence aspect? Oh, my fault. Go ahead. I'm pretty sure we rapped about that, but what you thought on divine presence?
We haven't talked about it yet.
Okay.
I mean, that's the point of it all. Like at the end of the day, whatever you do in life, you doing it because you got the flame of God existing within you. Period. Like, so whatever you decide, whatever you like, whatever you don't like, most people don't even know God for real because they don't understand that God is within them. They don't understand the divine presence within them because that fire that makes you, you know, want to look for external things, whether it's food, sex, dogs, cats, trips, whatever, searching for that thing, you never find it within yourself.
I remember this story was talking about how this woman was looking for this smell, and she chased the ends of the earth for it, and I think she ended up passing away, realizing the smell was her the whole time.
What?
It's a story. I can't remember how it went, but it was basically trying to tell you the essence of your soul. You're looking for something outside of you, and then it's like the whole time it's been with you the whole entire time you're searching for it. Yeah, see, look, man, come on, man, hood get the down, hood get down. But it's the story of the musk deer. The once was a musk deer who very early in her life began to notice this heavy scent in the air. Intoxicated by its smell, she set out to search for the source of divine aroma. She searched high and low, and everywhere she went, she could smell it lightly in the air, but its source always eluded her. She searched the depths of her every forest, smelled around every tree, tasting every pussy. Tasting blade of the grass. And discovered the word.
Where you see that in there?
Was that a Freudian slip? Hold on.
Yeah, I think that was a Freudian slip.
Yo, that's wild work, son.
But she ended up devoting her entire life to this search, y'all. So like, the main thing of this story is like, you probably found this person, and you just feel like this passion in her is just crazy. I need you to understand you projecting your divine energy and presence onto her, because you're seeing yourself within her. I'm not saying you can't, find you a bot, but I'm saying understand how the psychological mind works, because the deepest love that you'll ever be able to give to somebody is the love that you find in yourself. Because it's like, a person asked me, and they was like, AD, man, what's the difference between genuinity, and being nice? You know what I'm saying? Because I realize I'm nice, I'm really not genuine. You know what I'm saying? And if you really look at the deep word of genuine, is being aware of others' ignorance, right? So like, let's say if you say you're a smart person, whatever, and you see this person like to harm themselves or do something dumb, right? Or you see this person got they just be saying whatever off the mouth. We be at work, they just say whatever, and you trying to help them realize, like, look, you just can't be saying crazy shit, and you working with them, like, especially if you love them or they ask you to help them. But the main point of the story is you have to be patient with others and their ignorance. You can't be judging. You can't be, here gone this motherfucker, they always be sitting there doing this shit all the time. Like, you gotta understand, that's that person. They'll probably get to a point where they're not gonna come to work smelling like ass no more. Until then, don't sit by them and don't sit there talking about them. Like, really though, like, sometimes we love sitting up talking about people, like it gives us this great ordeal of feeling like all you're doing is trying to make yourself feel better about how you feel about yourself, just to tag on someone else's energy.
But that goes to like the purified mind, like that's gonna stop a lot of people in their spiritual development, because they're gonna be so mad at their mom or their dad or their baby mom or their baby dad. This meditation and spiritual development shit is just a big waste of time for them, because they too mad at people. Oh yeah, this happened when I was a little girl, and it's a tragic situation, but it does not. You're not gonna purify your mind by talking shit about this nigga your whole life.
Not at all. Not at all. And in essence, whenever you get to a point in life where you can find a justification to do the fuck shit, that's when you know you on that wrong path. Like, there is no such thing as giving oneself justification to do the fuck shit. Right? Because if it's fuck shit for somebody else, it's fuck shit for you. There is no, you know what I mean? Like, in between, workarounds on that.
And because it's like, now let's say you've been really fucking with the cast, right? You fucking what we bring in, you get into the works of Thelma, you get into the Thoth Tarot, and you learn this shit, right? One thing they tell you about is finding the holy guardian angel, finding your inner self, right? But we don't do that. We get into this information, we hear the magic, and then we get to deviating off the path, trying to do weird, dumb shit, and then using spiritual practices, and you don't gotta have no morality to this shit. Like, you could look, bro, it's all about. See, y'all hear that part and get to running, and I feel like we overlook that part a little bit, and it's like, nah, because it's like, I want you. So look, the eternal flame of life. See, earlier we was in the pre-show talking about stand for something or fall for anything. See, we gotta have a code, family. If you don't got a code, build your code within the flame of your soul. Because if you don't got no code, you're gonna be out here doing reckless, dumb shit. Then by the time you realize it was you, it's gonna be too late. You're gonna be somewhere you don't want to be, realizing it's too late. Feeling some type of way, making it even worse for yourself.
Yeah, and a lot of times it don't even come across as dumb shit. It just is shit that like deplete your life force. And I think like the biggest thing is that you don't even tap into who you actually are. So you could be a great person, but what's a great person that don't know themselves? So that's where I try to like, because a lot of people don't even feel like they be doing dumb shit, and maybe they don't. But in reference to spiritual development, we can all seek to learn more about ourselves at the spiritual level, the eternal flame of life, which is, as we stated earlier, who we truly are and why we are truly here. So back to the sperm and life force. Do y'all ever feel depleted after sex?
I feel disgusted, nigga.
What?
Wait a minute. Shadow work. Wait a minute.
No, bro, that's D-shot.
Wait a minute.
Let me tell you why. See, when you let go of your life force,
I wouldn't say that, but what you say though?
for real though, like when you let go of your life force, you be ready to get up out the bed and go sleep somewhere else. When you get rid of your life force, you don't even want to love her no more. And I feel like you might be like, nah, I'm tired, or I just had a good time. Nah, bro, that demon and took your seed, or you and misplaced your seed, because I don't want to trigger people, call that girl a demon. But you would misplace your seed, and now you feeling some type of way, and you don't know what it is. A lot of niggas ain't gonna talk about that. That's why I put the emotion disgust to it, because it's like I feel disgusted when I do that shit. Like I really do. It's like it's like you get tired of something so much, bro, and you want better. And it's like when I found out that's really my real money in this world. Like if I met a Taoist monk or someone and they like, "What you do today?" I misplaced my seed. He'll probably be like, "Sit down with me, young boy. We finna meditate, man. We finna have a talk." You know, real niggas drink watermelon juice. You know, maintain their seed. But
yeah, I think you know the seed is the seed, but the garden is the garden. So if I keep putting my seed on the concrete, up against the wall, on a picture, on the table, on the floor, you know, I'm like, damn, this shit is stupid. But when you got a fertile garden, it is completely different, and you know, you can take this seed, baby, from me. You know, you can have it. We about to, because she's gonna take that seed and turn it into 1,000 more, 10,000 more. It's the right type of garden. Because I feel you. It's a lot of times where I wasted my seed, point blank, period. But that within itself wasn't bad. It just might have been my selection, you know. And that's what I would say to what you just said, though. Like,
yeah,
you know, it ain't all the way bad, you know, because you know that maca root when the maca's in my system, ain't no telling. I'm about to bend it, you know. I'm about to open that shit up off that maca root. You know what I'm saying? But
ashwagandha, nigga.
Man, that ashwagandha crazy, because you can take it, fall asleep, wake up in the middle of the night like, hey there, you want to play?
He said, hey there.
that goddamn wood will wake you up in the middle of the night like, what's up, guys? How we doing? Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I would not be on no ashwagandha if I ain't have no girl, because
that's a fact. That's a fact.
What am I doing with my
you sitting there taking horny goat weed, like
dog, just on hard, like, yo, what y'all doing? Shit.
For
on the
absolutely no reason, too. Just
on the game.
I see why you spilling your seed.
no reason at all, my God. Just
Oh man.
And it's like to be on that type of stuff, you know, that's when you learn like, okay, like if I don't got no girl, I'm gonna learn how to use my testosterone and build my body.
Yeah, that's when you working out. You know what I'm saying? You doing that part because that's a beautiful spirit. That's a life force energy too. When you ain't got no girl, that's God saying, all right, nigga, let's work out. You know what I'm saying? Let's utilize this life force energy to build you up physically, mentally, emotionally. It's nothing better for a man than getting stronger. Your girl gonna like it, you're gonna like it, your kid's gonna even like you. You don't want your daddy like, oh, my kids back in the day, it'd be like, my dad fat as hell, yo. Now they'd be like, you know, my dad's strong. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a different respect level.
No cap. I remember when I really in grade school and high school, you know, a lot of people always be like, nigga, you ain't no athlete. You know, I always say I'm an athlete. They be like, nigga, you ain't no athlete. And they say it's like when I really start putting in that work, it's just the respect I started getting was different. You know, it's not like niggas was scaring me, but niggas, I see you, bro. Like, keep doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and dear man, for the guys who getting their body right, if you're looking for these women to be like, oh, King, you looking good. I just want to let you know you're going to hear that from your bros more than ever. So you might as well enjoy the satisfaction of your homies telling you how good you are. Reason why I say that is because it just show you that real people that care about you going to tell you. They're going to inspire you and motivate you. And this is letting you know that, like, you shouldn't be doing it for any attention. You know, unless you really trying to be a bodybuilder or some nigga that really trying to sell his body, you know, without certain things, if you know what I mean by that. But yeah, go for it. I know a lot of niggas that's a model. Pause. Just kidding.
yeah, like I don't I know I would never use the word discuss after performing the act. One of the words that comes to mind is depleted. One of the things that comes to mind is maybe sometimes regretful. Very rarely, very rarely could I say that the act in and of itself was something that led to any type of like actual fulfillment. So while I wouldn't use the word disgust, I would use the word disappointed. I remember feeling like that a lot of times. Very rarely could I honestly say like after it I was fulfilled and I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the times I always felt regret and depletion. That's what I would describe it as.
Yeah, I feel that. I understand that. And it's like the whole disgust part come from like when I misuse the seed, but like bro said earlier, if it's like really spent on, like it's depending on the person it's spent on type shit. So, you know, but I just know how it is to like just misuse and just like even be on some like try to be on some integrity shit, then you fuck up. It's like,
And I think the feeling of fucking up is the facts that you do have a soul, because it's people that act in a way that is completely animalistic, completely to the left, and they don't think like, man, I'm fucking up. They like, man, I'm about to crash out and go full force into this wall at 100 miles per hour. So the feeling of fucking up is actually a good feeling. It puts you back on your course and it restores your life force energy. Just imagine if it felt good. For it do feel good. It feels so good that most men are not even going to have this conversation. Men are very powerful magicians and priests and warlords and sorcerers, and they'll never know because that ass is fat and that pussy is wet. So when it comes to the spiritual community, you gotta take niggas with a grain of salt, because if you ever told him, Master Guru Assad, can you come wax this pussy for me real quick? He'd be like, yes, sister, I will be on the first train. Because a lot of these spiritual dudes, you know, they've been talking this spiritual shit, and a lot of them is in jail or dead. Because they do not want to talk about this part. Because I done did this shit for 8 years. I could have flipped this shit easily into some pussy payments. Oh, you want a reading? You ain't got no money? You know, you can slide me a little bit of that. Let me get the left lip. Let me suck on the left.
Not the vagine payments.
The pussy payments.
The vagine payment.
Listen, and it's a lot of dudes in this community that gave girls a free pass because they had a fat ass. That's a bar. That's a lyric.
That's a clip right there. We're gonna clip that.
You know, and that's where it gets to, like, you can't even have real spiritual conversations with niggas. Cause you would talk to a nigga and they be like, yeah, man, I feel you on that, man. They phone to ring, they phone to vibrate, they go through something with their girl, they now inconsistent, emotional. Man, I'm fucked up. What happened, man? This bitch keep cheating on me, man.
Keep cheating? You dealing with that?
Well, what about our meditation circle? Man, I'll have to get up with you next weekend, bro. What about our drumming circle? Yeah, man, I have to figure that shit out later, bro. But right now, man, you cheated on me. Like, a nigga wants you to just, like, give him a hug or some shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I tell niggas all the time, leave, throw a party, man. It's over. Like, let's move on with our meditation, bro. What?
Because I saw folks today that literally talked about that, like, taking on that type of stuff. This shit, it just drain you, man. It just drain your life.
Yeah, oh man. I don't even know where to start on that. Yeah, I got that one. Let's move on. I got that.
The purifying power of fire, right? Because we're talking about fire, we're talking about the flame, and what do it do? You know, as we stated earlier, mental purity, emotional purity is the way of the spiritual person. But as Ra was saying, have you done shadow work? Do you know what it means? Or are you a fake ass motherfucker, right? Saying one thing, but feeling a whole different way. So it's like really getting to this space where you just are free and pure, you know, and we all fuck up. It was times where I said I wasn't going to eat no more pussy. My ass, yum, 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 like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So
it didn't last long.
It didn't last long. So I had to, like, have that resilience to get back to my meditation, because I feel like this is not about being perfect. It's about being authentic, you know, and standing in your truth, and also allowing your truth to purify the lie. You know what I mean? The lie should be noticed through the truth. And within that is like, what am I doing to fuck up my life? Right? Which have to be purified. Because if you don't purify that part, guess what you're going to do? You're going to fuck that shit up.
Facts.
It's like becoming a CEO. and your ass didn't create the habits of a CEO. You still got habits of a bum. You know what I'm saying? A person who want to enjoy pleasure all the time.
Mhm.
You know, that's the type of stuff that you gotta purify. Like, okay, you know, because like that's the type of test. Being able to be given something that you think you're not prepared for. No, you prepared for it. You just haven't purified yourself.
For sure. I was going to say earlier when y'all was talking about the candle, that's something that really woke me up. Like I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning and just sit in front of a candle, and just before I did anything in the day, just sit with that candle, stare at it, meditate on it, clear my mind. I swear I used to have the most amazing days. As I was saying that, I'm like, I'm about to start doing that shit again. Like wake up when it's dark and light a candle, just stare at that shit. Just stare at that flame. That's purifying your mind through the modality of the flame in real time. And fuck a lecture, fuck a meditation, fuck a yoga. That right there gonna open you up to so much of spiritual truth. And it goes back to being an initiate of the flame. The flame is a magical spiritual device that's probably in your house somewhere, but you ain't utilizing it.
And it's like within that being all, it's like really like someone, not even somebody, but that's like getting a massage for your spiritual eye. You stir the flame. And then another thing, it was with the so I was thinking about that. But what you just say, Hood, like the last thing you just said.
As far as like staring at a flame for yeah.
Nah, because with the flame, if you look into it, when I said earlier about Lucifer, if you look into the Prometheus story about how he gave the flame to civilization, it'll kind of blow your mind how powerful the flame really is, how fire is really, it's a different being on its own. And I'm not saying like fuck the other elements, nah, but it's understanding the element for its own each value. And the flame is
God is a consuming fire. They say God is a fire.
Absolutely. 1000%.
And like universal return, all souls return to the flame, transcendent creed. That kind of make me think about how like the consuming fire, like it consumes everything, but at the same time that fire is like creating and building. For my anime heads, you should watch Fire Force. It kind of gets into all this. They do a lot of sun work.
I never could get into anime. Back in the days, I had a fine ass light skinned girl that was in the animes. I tried, but like she was the first girl that ever squirted. So I'm always like, I want to watch it because that memory. I would just stop dropping in science. I would stop. It's too much. The first girl that ever squirted, man, that's some spiritual.
That is a spiritual experience. I swear to God. I swear that is a gift from God. Lord,
like the first time, bro. And she squirted so much, like she ain't never give me the cats again because like we ruined her mattress. She had to get a whole new mattress, and I ain't help her pay for it. So it was just like
real nigga.
That is so spiritual, nigga.
Real nigga. You hear that? He didn't help pay for it, gentlemen. You got
future like
he is a smart man.
If it happened today, I would help. If it happened today, I was helping. But this was back in the days. I couldn't help.
Yeah. The mature you would help, but not the hood rat you. So you did.
The hood rat me was supposed to know. Yeah, she was like, "Yeah, I had to pay $1,500 for a new mattress." I was like, "Damn, shorty, that's crazy."
Good thing they got payments. I would have. Good thing they got payments, boo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like that's crazy work, boo.
And my dumb ass was still trying to get the gut. She was like, "No, I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore." I'm like, "Damn." Like if I'd have gave her like 500, maybe 7, she'd have been cool. But
Man, she would have been good with $150, my nigga. Like,
yeah, I ain't give her nothing. I was
you
like,
ain't
I
give her
was just,
nothing.
yeah, I was in. My flame was low at that time. I was,
That's
my
good.
flame
You
was
was
on
spilling
low
it every
power.
chance you got.
Yeah, I had to get a refill. You know them refill things. Got to fill that motherfucker up with some goddamn gasoline. My shit.
You needed a quick load. You needed the quick load. Pause.
Let's talk about this spiritual resilience though, real quick, because for me, like, I jacked off a lot, bro. I'm gonna just put that out there because niggas ain't ready to have real conversations. So I jacked off a lot, bro. So when it comes to people who feel like you can't get your shit right because you too far to the left, sometimes niggas be like, man, I'm addicted to porn. I don't know what I'm about to do. Like, you will get over that shit if you understand, like, the flame, as long as you got life, you can bounce back. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to put that out there for niggas who feel like they too far gone. You ain't never too far gone because
Ain't no such thing.
the flame is God.
Yeah,
And that's why I said that disgusting part earlier, because like that's the shadow work there for me. Like I had to really put something towards it for me to really like chill out, because it's like, man, you just be doing that shit, and then like it'll be people who, it's always gonna be two sides of it. It's gonna be people who like say that shit, oh, that's normal, man, you gotta get it off, and there's gonna be another side of someone being like, nah, bro, you gotta chill out on that, you know. But I had to surround myself like around niggas who was getting pussy, because niggas who getting pussy, they don't do that. They taught me that, you know. And then it's just, I can like go on about it, bro, but you leave it alone at a point, but you think about going back to it, but you gotta have a focus in mind, honestly, or get you a girl. True.
Yeah, I guess I'm the same as Hood. Like I jerked off a lot, nigga. Like, yeah, I was addicted to that thing, and then I learned how to eat pussy. So like, I was I was done from the beginning. Like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't. There was no hope for me, right? Like, you know, when Hood describes the man's inability to reduce seduction, like, nope, not me. It's not gonna happen. Like, if she show up the right way, look, she didn't even gotta show up the right way. Look, if she just say my name a certain way, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm outside your door waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? I will be there. Like, yeah, it's totally different now. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to turn it into a movie. So like it's different now as opposed to the way it used to be. You know what I'm saying? The way it used to be, it was like, yeah, come on, hurry up, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like turn that thing into a movie, you know? So yeah, take your time.
I figured it out, bro. Like, I'm the type of nigga now, in my age now, slow strokes, medium strokes, poundy strokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just work your way up into the stroking. You know, I used to watch that type of porn where I just figured bang, 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 bang. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was my job, but now I realize, like, if you really like, because these girls got toys, you got competition, it's tough out here. So you got to have an approach to the cat. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a strategy. You know what I'm saying? Because these girls are not easily impressed by regular sex.
Not anymore.
And it's like, you know, they talking about eating pizza, eating the cat, but it's like, you know, I had a lot of conversation with people. They like, yeah, man, I just can't get her to, you know, to nudge. Like, you You gotta learn how to do ABC with that tongue, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes, yeah, if you don't got the flow of the boat, I know how to drink
Yeah,
this
and
movie.
then even that, you got to figure out what a girl like. Do she like it fast? Do she like it slow? Do she like the tip of the tongue? Do she like the full tongue? Every
You
girl is
gotta
different.
finger it in, suck the clip.
Yeah, do you got a finger her? She like 2 in the cooter, 1 in the booter? Like, how she like it? How she want it? You know, because that is a strategy, you know. But I feel like this conversation is real because it's a difference between having sex to get your nut versus having sex to please a divine feminine.
Mhm.
And in this work as a spiritual man, like I know you gonna have your days where you just gotta have it. You feel me? But for the most part, you should be trying to figure that thing out. You should be trying to connect to her on that level if she's opening herself up to you in that fashion. Because if you're able to connect sexually, not wham, but on the orgasmic level, you got like 98% of this life shit figured out. You got a lot figured out from that because that fire, which is a twin flame, it comes from sex. The nature of sex should be two people giving to each other. But that within itself is altruism. But if you are in a relationship where you're giving to your divine partner, then guess what? Your customers, you give to them the same way. Your business, like, I mean, you ain't fucking them, but the nature of altruism, like the nature of I'm here to help you, but that comes from a purified mind and understanding you have a soul and you ain't got shit to lose, nor do you have shit to gain. When you are in the mode of sex with a woman or in business with somebody, and you like, what can I get out of this? You already 15 steps behind. But if you say, how can I contribute to this? How can I be altruistic? How can I give? That's the way of the spiritual man. Because why? A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. If I help niggas, it only helped me. I'm never going to lose my soul.
And then when you think about that picture, bro, like when you see that flame giving to that flame, it's making that flame even bigger.
Right. It helps me. When I light another person, we get bigger together.
Mm-hmm.
And we become something greater than what we are individually.
It's almost like that concept of iron sharpening iron.
Facts. You get better, you get smarter, you get wiser, you get tougher. You are in a different ball game. But this is initiating you into a spiritual system in reference to real life. This is a mystery school in reference to nature and life. It ain't a bunch of niggas in hoods getting together doing weird orgies. No, it is the initiates of the flame, because in the Bible it says quite frankly and quite simply that God is an all-consuming fire. So this is the initiation into the science of God being an element that is real. You can't buy fire from a store. You can only conjure it. So you got to actually conjure this God force within you. And it's a beautiful thing when you sit back and think about it. Y'all got anything on that?
My file's muted. Yeah, with the thing on offerings, right? Like spiritual connection, burnt offerings symbolize our connection to the divine fire. Sometimes I feel like why people always ask, like, why do we have to give offerings at the altar? But let's go like in a biblical perspective, or looking like at certain chapters of Leviticus and more. But most of the times when we think about giving offerings, it's about really sacrificing our Lord self. You know what I'm saying? Like really understanding what we're here for and the intention of the purpose. So it's not like really like I'm gonna just get a whole bunch of incense from the Botanica and just burn the mugs off the hip. Sometimes it's gonna be like that. Sometimes you're like, here I'm burning this today. But it's like when you're doing things with intentional work and ritual, then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna burn this smell to connect to it, and just sit here and work, journal, meditate, shit, root light work, shit. You can even have your altar in the background when you creating stuff. A lot of people keep their altars and windowsills so they can do their work next to it. It's just about the mindset you create. So I feel like sometimes we complicate stuff because it's been so much jargon. It's been so many people judging it, and then you got your own suspicions. I feel like you should just dive in that fire and see what come out when you walk out.
Burn that offering. Burn that offering.
It can't get any. I mean, it can't. It can get worse if if you're keeping score. But if you're being honest and you're being accountable, I mean, wouldn't you want to do something different? I mean, because if you've got it all right up until this point, shoot me an email or a text and let me know what's your secret. How'd you do it?
Selling it? Like, what's going on?
You selling it? Can you share it with the squad? Because we would like to, jump on that bandwagon with you. But if not, it couldn't hurt to try, right? It couldn't hurt to put your best foot forward into something that you actually created yourself. I mean,
and let me say something just in connection with what you're saying. And altruistic consciousness, if you got the secret of life and you not sharing it, use a fuck nigga or use an ancient bitch. Because that's the nature of the flame. The flame emits heat. The flame don't stay hot within itself. If you stand next to a flame, you're going to feel that heat. That's the nature of the soul. So when you outside of that, your shit's fucked. Any way you look at it.
Yeah, like you ever see those people that are just miserable relentlessly for all of their lives, and it just seems like these people are just cursed or they're just doomed to just die really slow. Those people made decisions in their lives about things that they just weren't going to do, even though they knew the difference and they knew better. So how about generosity with learning and getting better and then expanding that with other people? Because I don't understand this concept of getting to the top of the mountain by yourself. That shit is lonely. That shit is lonely.
It is. It's like the princess of the queen of this, right? You sit on top of that hill and you looking back. You got all these things in front of you, like that material accumulation. You know what I'm saying? You got you a pet goat. Niggas that calls you the goat. And then you just looking back and you just like, man, I remember them old days. Eating seesaw ice cream with the bros, chasing down the hoes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we got to really think about creating, because this represents Capricorn, right? And I know a lot of Capricorns, they really got no friends. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest that if you a Capricorn got this type of earth energy in your chart or more of, focus on building those friends and connections around your purpose. Because then you're gonna have a team and a lineup where you're gonna be like, yeah, we can go out and get drinks. But we also having a business meeting. We just made like $100 just going out because we met people to invest with. It's always your mindset that you got control. She look lonely as hell looking back like that. You don't want to be like that. I mean, you want to be sitting up like her, don't get me wrong, but you want to have your mind in front of you, though. Be present. And rub your pet goat. Realize how great you are.
Yeah, that's going to be a killer for most people. They're going to be worried about the past. And for most people, that's some shit that you just cannot get over. That's why that's the queen of disc, right? And the knight of disc represents moving and going forward in life. The queen of disc, which is a perpetual state, like it's a court card. So this represents an energy of a person. right? And I don't give a fuck what the past looked like. I don't care what the scenario is, what the story is. Fuck that shit, right? Fuck it. Not in a sexual way either, in a psychological way. Fuck it. The art of not giving a fuck. You gotta purify that. Purify all the fucks you give. Because it also symbolizes having everything in the present, but never recognizing it because you still focused on what happened between you and your goddamn baby daddy. Can't believe he did this. I can't believe this happened. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm. You've been saying fuck Jermaine all this time anyway, so just fuck Jermaine and keep
Just
it
fuck
pushing.
Jermaine. Just be present in the meditation, in the flame.
Nah, for real, because I remember I was holding a grudge. My homie was like, yeah, so and so. I was like, man, so and so. He got so he said, hey, bro, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yeah, it's the truth. He said, hey, man,
Nigga, what the
what's
fuck
wrong
is wrong
with
with
you, bro?
you?
What's wrong with you, bro? Like, you can't be doing that. I'm like, man, whatever, bro. He said, go talk it out with him. Go talk it out. You know, talking about it, it was just that, you know. We was both wrong. It happens. You gotta let stuff go. You just can't be like, man, I don't need nobody. You're gonna be sad as hell. I promise.
Yeah, forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So we talking about the flame. We talking about it in a way, in multiple ways. Another way that we understand and overstand the flame is through the sun, going through the zodiac. The sun is nothing but a big ball of flame that heats up the world, and it goes through the zodiac, which are animals, right? But these animals tap into our desires. So when you understand the month or the day, that is a day for you to conquer, a day for you to purify. And whatever sign that the sun is in, that's the energy you should focus on. In real life, on earth, without the flame of the sun, we don't have life. So studying astrology is not some woo-woo science. It is another way that you initiate yourself into the flame. Thoughts, comments, concerns on that, fellas?
I feel like for people who try to understand astrology, they should take note on that part that you said. Wherever the sun is, you should be really working at understanding that energy, following that energy. So, like for example, like of course the sun in Leo, but when it go into Virgo, it's like you finna work in that garden, put in that work, having a schedule and an outline and a daily plan to get your goals done.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I just don't want to hear like I'm still having a hard time understanding what my son doing. It's just like that's it. I promise you.
Pay attention.
It's the psychological work.
Yeah, these are those intricate times where you need to pay attention to what it would behoove everyone involved to pay attention to something that's probably not something that they care about in the first place.
Because with the zodiac trials, I just feel like when it comes to astrology period, we complicate it because it's just a science itself. But I remember I was talking to Hood about some astrology, and I'm like, "How did you do that?" He said, "It's just the mathematics." And we all just got weak as hell. Like it's just that.
It's just science. It's not magic. It's not, that's why it's easy. It's not easy to teach, but it should be taught. That's why we gotta, open up these classes and really help people understand their chart. That's what Spirit been really on me about. Like people don't understand their charts deep enough, good enough in a way where they can actually have the breakthroughs necessary, because when it comes to these animal desires, they haven't been purified or even recognized. Like understanding and overstanding the interplay between your sun sign and your moon sign, like you probably don't ever get a full understanding of that in your life. But some people don't even study it at all. Just your sun and your moon, let alone your Mars, your Venus, your Saturn. You know what house it is. It's very complicated, but all planetary structures are nothing but lights or nothing but flames sent down on earth to purify our animal conscious. And it's not like some mystical, magical woo. On this earth, we know the difference between a human and an animal. The only thing is, some humans don't understand that they are not animals, right? They will digress into animal desires such as casual sex, eating meat, um, so forth and so on. You name it, right? These are
Mhm.
lower animal desires that the more you purify your mind, your spirit, you start to be like, damn, why do I even want to fuck this bitch? Man, I'm gonna just go to sleep. Why do
Mhm.
I want to eat this steak? Man, I'm gonna just eat me some fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Mhm.
purification of the mind. So most people like, man, I just gotta do this bullshit. And it's like, all right, you still not ready. You still not there yet.
Mhm.
No, for real, man. And when you just and then like when you just working with these energies, you understand certain stuff. Like the thing about it is when I got into the sidereal astrology classes, it gave me a different perspective on astrology because I'm like that's when I learned like damn the reason why it's so hard because it's simple. That's something all my wrestling coaches, grappling coaches always tell me. The reason why this shit hard because it's simple. You fight. It's understanding what you're doing in the fight. And that's how astrology works. It's understanding what the planet is doing in the house under the sign, meaning plus meaning plus meaning. You know what I'm saying? But that's that's just really it, fam. Like I just feel like when these classes come, you know, having a place of like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna work here, I'm gonna learn this. It's all about day by day. When you studying the stars day by day, that's when you become an oracle, and that's what I truly learned from the sidereal astrology class. I'm like, damn, like this a teaching that everybody doing, everybody learning. Ain't no even in my grappling, right? Ain't no like yeah, there's high levels of shit, but that's to deonate certain conscious acts of it. But at the end of the day, it's still all one thing that's being expanded on. That's all you just need to know.
That fire is also intelligence, you know, so you might not know, but if you purify your mind, you will know. What you got, Serpy?
I think they mimic each other if you're looking at it. And if you're paying attention to the flame, like concentrating on that flame, just like your life, there's an endless amount of possibilities that could come from that. But you also understand that there is a structure to that flame, just like there is a structure to spirit. There is a structure to understanding it. But it doesn't fit stuck 100% in this physical lane that we all just love to be in. So
That flame seemed random, bro. It seemed like it don't even matter for real, but
it
it's
do.
actually a structure to it. Like a candle is like some technology. Like a nigga had to be on some shit when he thought of that goddamn candle.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like think of the nigga who first invented a candle. Like nigga, look at this shit though.
Like, yeah, we doing big things here.
Yeah, what you call this, my guy? Oh, this a candle. Oh, that's raw, nigga. I ain't even know. Why ain't just stay there with until that shit hard, bro. Damn, old boy over here got candles, bro. Like, fuck with him. Like, nigga was doing a vending event. Like, bro, got candles. What you selling, bro? Candles. What's a candle? Yeah, so you light this wick and it's just gonna burn. You could just like do whatever with it, you know. So I just think it's a powerful concept, man. Really.
Damn sure is, bro. Damn sure is.
If you want third eye meditations, third eye massages, get you a candle from Cultivate.
I think there's just so much that you can do with the flame, bro. There's so many ways for you to test yourself with a flame. I just think
Did you know in
reprogramming your mind, like they always say it takes 21 days to create a new habit, start a new life, change things, and to heal oneself. And a surefire fast way to speed up the process of reprogramming your mind is to test yourself against the flame. You test your threshold for pain or lack thereof. That will give you a surefire signal of where to start, or at least some problem areas that could be corrected. Are you one of those people that jumps at the first sign of pain? Or are you one of those people that might be sort of gluttonous towards pain and you like it? The flame will test all of that.
Type shit, man. Another question, just the ways that we use the flame or the fire to transform our lives. Astrology, and then every day we wake up to a brand new day full of all different types of possibilities. I would say if you never did anything spiritual or you feel like shit ain't happening the way you want it to, start with a candle, meditate on that to start your day, and just purify your mind. Fuck everything. Like none of it matters. It's just this moment. It's just this moment, and you need to be so clear and tuned into the flame that you shouldn't worry about anything. And repetitiously understanding all of this brings about Kundalini awakening. Part of everything that I talk about, everything that I stand for, is in reference to this actual occurrence that is called Kundalini awakening. It's not a one size fits all. You got to do a lot of variety of different things. But what it comes down to is within me is the knowledge of what I need to move forward and not nothing else. And also, because we in the school of the flame, we can't keep the knowledge to ourselves. So when I give. I don't care what I get in return. Because how I got it unconditionally. I got it from the ethers for free. So I'm not just about to give it away, for $1,000. But some spiritual people do that. And the funny part about it, they get that shit off of Google on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Charge you $5,000 for a class, some shit that you could have Googled for free.
Yep.
So you got to be careful out here in these spiritual streets. It's all within you. So Kundalini is that sacred fire that comes within you. You want a good book on awakening Kundalini, probably the best book out in the market, it would be Chakra Nova, right? All you got to do is Google Chakra Nova and the book is going to come up, all right? Get that joint, It's on Amazon, Columbian Exchange, but you got to awaken this Kundalini energy, and it's related to your body. It's not related to shit else but you. But how y'all feel about Kundalini?
That's the reason why they call me the sacred serpent.
Type shit.
With Kundalini, without the serpentine energy itself, I wouldn't be the warrior I am today. And that's on a grappling perspective, fight perspective. Even a spiritual warrior, as per se. Without Kundalini energy, I couldn't do half the things I do. And that's the truth.
Man,
I couldn't eat nut without Kundalini energy.
I started my spiritual path on studying within Tantra, and that is the ultimate within Tantra. It's about raising your Kundalini. It's about understanding your Kundalini, and it's about expanding it. There is a way for your Kundalini to go wrong. There is a way for your Kundalini to not benefit you, and that's if those recesses in your body remain dormant. That you're for a man, your testosterone turns into estrogen, or vice versa. If you're a woman, your estrogen turns into testosterone. Yeah, that thing can go haywire real fast, real bad, real quick. But understanding myself through Tantra, like Kundalini is everything. The renunciation of samsara and Kundalini awakening is everything in Tantra.
Type shit, man. Get on this wave. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Hey, what I just say? I forgot. It slipped my mind.
Join the Discord.
The Discord, man. That's all I'm trying to say. I'll be forgetting.
Oh, we haven't said this in a while about the Discord. Join. No sneaky links, no hit ups, none of that.
Yeah,
Ain't no sex in the champagne room.
Hey, it's some fine ass, men and women. Pause. But at the same time, we should be here focusing and cultivating our flame. Not, it's like, Hood, you said be altruistic, spread the flame. So I had to give her the tiger tongue. No, we're not talking about the twister tongue. You said we're talking about the spiritual information, and it's so important because you can break the whole fabric of the institution just because you as an individual wanted to be, spread that, pussy open. So with all of that being said, just understand that, that pussy ain't going nowhere.
It ain't.
You need to figure out your spiritual development pathway. Now, if it's a situation where y'all twin flame soulmates, I've been the facilitator of some of those relationships through various online platforms. So that's possible, but I say don't go into this shit looking for a Tatiana that's going to take care of you because you don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your spiritual work, become the best version of yourself. And I promise you that twin flame will reveal itself, whether through the Discord or at the grocery store. It's not hard. You just need to understand how powerful you are at a spiritual level. But within that, join the Discord, share your stories, connect, build, help, assist, give advice, join the mastermind, share music. We need to coordinate a watch party, watch some movies, things of that nature. But let's get it. Join the Discord. Go ahead, though.
Please join the Discord. This is Sacred Serpent, Sacred Dark Serpent. Please check out cultivate.com.co. Please get that blue magic. You need that blue magic flame in your life. This is money, magic, consciousness. You need that. WhiteRabbitPsych.com, ColumbianExchange.com. Please jump on the Hierophant's Book Club. Tap into my brother AD, the Ascended Master. Tap into my other brother Jabri. We miss you, big bro. And thank y'all for the space. Salute, Nashe.
Ashe to the family. Just really thank you for just being in the panel, just really here connecting and talking with us, really sharing ideas back, sharing the thoughts and minds that go so long way from us, you know what I'm saying? So, keep sharing. Let us know what you want to hear from us, what you want to see. Keep looking out on the Substack. Another article is going to be on the way. And really just enjoy your spiritual journey, family. Like, really tap into yourself, really walk your path. And, if anybody trying to tell you be humble, just realize they telling themselves to be humble. So, but make sure you have a team. Don't be out here all alone. It's like, for real. And also, go ahead and check out, aromatherapy. A lot of people live with others and they probably hate incense. So get you some diffusers. Or if you work in the office like I do, have a diffuser in your office and create the space. Sometimes we don't want to go to work, and having simple herbs really keep us focused and calm us. So I appreciate this space and I appreciate my team. Much love to y'all, all four of y'all brothers. Three. I guess this extra nigga came out to work somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah. So what we talked about through this presentation was the initiates of the flame, which is just people who trying to understand their soul in a matter of fact, straightforward way. And this has been an experience that we didn't actually create or design. It was created and designed for us to walk into. And through this, we've developed some modes of activating our flame, which is cultivating altruism, which is helping people no matter how you feel about yourself. That's altruism. Like, you can't be selfish on this journey. You can't think about yourself on this journey. You have to serve humanity. Fan your inner flame, meditating, spiritual work, radiating your energy, elevating your life, working out, doing all the things that you need to do that your soul tells you to do that maybe you was lazy to do or maybe you didn't want to do. But elevating your life is when you do it anyway. And more importantly, the sun, the flame, the fire purifies your thoughts. You don't need any thoughts. All you need to do is be present and act, refine actions, right? You're going to be the best version of yourself if you stop getting in your way from the ego. And finally, and I feel most importantly, serve humanity. Your body is the altar. So when you purify your thoughts and deeds, everything that you do is going to help people. Don't ruin your body through drugs, sex, alcohol, all that bullshit, drugs, whatever. Just understand your body is the temple. And within that body, within that temple is the soul. That soul is the flame. The path of the flame is learning about this flame. And the more you do it, the more you'll grow, the more you'll share. We've created a space that's free, and that space is the Discord. The link is in the description, or you can hit the QR code in the top right corner. This has been a presentation of the initiates. Before we get out of here, throw some ones in the chat if you like these styles of videos. Testing out different forms of content to see what people like, so we can build our platform, build our brand, but also give it to you in a way that is going to help you. We do these videos not for views, not to be on the algorithm, but to really help people understand how powerful they are. So if we did that in this video, like the video, hit a 1 in the chat, maybe share this video with somebody who's thinking that they understand what this spiritual shit is, but they got it all wrong, right? So anybody got any parting shots, any closing words before we get out of here?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you to my big brothers, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all that came out and joined us. And yeah, protect that flame.
I'm gonna eat it, and I'm talking about my spiritual development.
Okay, all right, AD. Well, I don't know, bro. Shout out to the tribe, peace to the collective. See y'all in the next video. We up out of here.
Initiates for the flame. You are now programmed to drop dem draws. Have you been maintained?
You underestimated your child.